The heart of the Persian Empire, in a city called Shushan, stood a grand palace, a symbol of power and majesty. This is where the story of a young Jewish woman named Esther unfolds, a story of faith, courage, and destiny that changed the course of history. This is the tale of Queen Esther. It all began during the reign of King Xerxes. The king held a lavish banquet that lasted for days, displaying his wealth and splendor to nobles and officials from across the empire. In his drunken pride, he commanded Queen Vashti to appear before his guests to showcase her beauty. But Vashti refused, an act of defiance that enraged the king. Vashti was banished, leaving the throne without a queen. Xerxes, advised by his counselors, decreed a search for the most beautiful women in the empire to find his new queen. Among those chosen was Esther, a young Jewish woman living in Shushan. Raised by her cousin Mordecai after the death of her parents, Esther was known for her beauty, grace, and wisdom. Mordecai instructed her to keep her Jewish identity a secret as she entered the palace. For 12 months, Esther underwent rigorous beauty treatments, along with other women vying for the king's favor. When her time came to meet Xerxes, she captivated him with her humility and charm. The king placed the crown on her head, and Esther became queen of Persia. At the same time, a man named Haman rose to power as the king's chief advisor. Haman was arrogant and demanded that all bow to him. But Mordecai refused, declaring that he would bow only to God. Furious, Haman devised a sinister plan, not just to punish Mordecai, but to annihilate all the Jews in the empire. Haman convinced King Xerxes to issue a royal decree ordering the destruction of the Jewish people. The date was set, and the decree spread like wildfire, filling the Jewish community with fear and despair. Mordecai, devastated by the news, put on sackcloth and ashes and mourned in the streets of Shushan. He sent a message to Esther, urging her to plead with the king on behalf of her people. But Esther was terrified. Approaching the king uninvited could mean death. Mordecai's words gave her strength. "Who knows but that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this?" After fasting for 3 days, Esther resolved to risk her life, declaring, "If I perish, I perish." Clad in royal robes, Esther approached King Xerxes in his throne room. The tension was palpable. But when the king saw her, he extended his golden scepter, granting her permission to speak. Esther invited Xerxes and Haman to a banquet she had prepared. At the banquet, the king asked Esther what she desired, promising to grant her request, even up to half the kingdom. Esther remained calm and invited them to a second banquet the following day. Meanwhile, Haman, filled with hatred for Mordecai, had gallows built to execute him. At the second banquet, Esther revealed her true identity and exposed Haman's plot to destroy her people. She pleaded for the king's mercy, saying, "If we had merely been sold as slaves, I would have kept silent. But this plan seeks to destroy my people." Furious, Xerxes ordered Haman to be hanged on the very gallows he had built for Mordecai. With Haman's death, Esther and Mordecai worked to save their people. The king issued a new decree, allowing the Jews to defend themselves against their enemies. On the appointed day, the Jews triumphed, and their sorrow turned to joy. To commemorate their deliverance, the Jews established the Feast of Purim, a time of celebration, feasting, and giving gifts to one another and to the poor. Esther's courage and faith became a lasting legacy, reminding generations of the power of standing up for what is right, even in the face of great risk. Queen Esther's story is one of bravery, sacrifice, and divine providence. Her faith and determination saved her people, and her legacy lives on as a testament to the power of courage and purpose in the face of adversity. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Subscribing helps you stay updated with our latest releases, and it's a great way to support our channel. We appreciate your support and look forward to bringing you more exciting and informative videos. See you in the next one.